GoHighLevel is an amazing software to help you generate leads for your business. So in this video, I'm going to show you all of the different methods you can use inside of GoHighLevel to generate these leads. First off, I'm going to show you all the physical lead captures, the way that we're actually capturing the names, emails, and phone numbers of the lead. And this will all make sense and play into everything else I'm going to show you in this video. First off is calendars. We can go up to the calendar settings here, and then we can create different calendars. I created two here. I'll just show you one of them real quick. Click these three little dots, and then you can click share, and then copy this link. And then if we open this up into a new tab, you can send this to people and it can capture leads. They'll book their date, so I can pick a date, I can pick a time, and then they have to put in their name, phone number, and email in order to book the appointment. And so whenever they fill this out right here, this back end of the calendar booking, and they book their appointment, it'll automatically create a contact here inside of our contacts tab. All of the other lead captures are underneath the Sites tab. We can go to Sites. The first one is going to be Forms. We can build forms inside of HighLevel that can capture name, email, phone number, and other custom questions that we want to ask. I'm just going to go to this lead form right here just to show you guys an example. So this one you can see ask for first name, last name, email, phone number, and then what is the make and model of your vehicle. So this might be for like an auto shop or something like that. And we can customize what's on these forms by clicking the plus sign. There's a bunch of different fields you can add and questions that you can ask. And if you can't find a question that you want to ask on a form, you can create a custom field here and add it to the form. You can also click up here, these two little dots, and you can style your form any way you want. You can change the color, the roundness of the boxes, the buttons, all the different things on the form you can completely customize. So maybe it matches the background of whatever website or funnel you put the form on. Next up are surveys. They're very similar to forms, but instead of asking questions all on one form, it'll ask them one at a time by slides. So we can create different slides. The first slide might say like, what's your full name? The second slide might ask for their phone number. The third slide might ask for their email. And so it just kind of keeps everything condensed. I'm going to preview this real quick for y'all. And so here's the preview of what it looks like. You'd put in your full name here, then it takes you to phone number. You put in your phone number here, click next, email, and then it says submit because this is the last field that we put on the survey when we built it out in the survey builder. The next lead capture is going to be our chat widget, which is a little bubble that looks like this. It pastes into the bottom right of our website. We just have to copy the embed code here, embed it onto our website. You can use this on non-GoHighLevel websites, or you can embed it on a GoHighLevel website. Works either way. And it pops up when they load onto the site and it says, hey there, have a question, text us here. And then you can also edit the picture here, the actual message that it says, the type of chat, whether it's an SMS or email chat or a live chat, and then a widget window. This is going to be where it asks for their name, their phone number, the message they want to send, and then they can send it in. We can also add email here so to actually capture their email and phone number, not just their phone number. And you can change the color and all the settings of this right here inside the chat widget tab. And then the last of our lead captures we're going to find under the websites tab. It's something that can only be done on an actual website. So I'm just going to click into this website, click into this website editor, and I'm going to show you guys the checkout carts that you can add to your website and actually have people buy stuff from you right on your websites and funnels that you build in GoHighLevel. I'm going to delete this form right here, and I'm going to replace it with a checkout cart. So we can scroll down in our elements on our website builder, and we can do a two-step order form or a one-step order form. I'm going to do a two-step. I'll just do one step actually for this example. So it'll ask for their company name, full name, email, phone number, their address. You can actually hide certain fields. So we click on this, click on advanced. We could hide if we don't want to do like shipping. We can hide the shipping section and just ask for their name, email, phone number, and then they can purchase products right here. So this is another way to capture a lead. I mean, this is ultimately getting them to buy your products and services. So this isn't just lead capture. This is actually converting somebody into a client of your business. But this is another great way to actually capture people's names, emails, and phone numbers inside of HighLevel. And I lied before. That actually wasn't the last way to capture leads. There's actually one more way we can capture leads, and that's under our integrations. So we'll go to settings here, integrations, and you can actually connect your Facebook and Instagram account to GoHighLevel. So you'll connect that right here. You'll basically be prompted to log in, and then it will connect your account automatically. And then you can go back to the conversations tab here, and you can see when people DM you right inside of the conversations tab. So it'll look like an Instagram logo if it's an Instagram DM. It'll look like a Facebook logo if it's a Facebook DM. And so what's cool about this is at first when they DM us, we only have their name, right? Because that's the only personal information we can see on their profile. But if we ask them in conversation, so let's say we messaged this person, this was an Instagram DM, and we said, hey, what's a good phone number to reach out? And they sent a phone number in the DMs, it'll actually update that under the contacts tab under our contacts. So if John Smith DM'd us and then he sent us in a DM just his phone number, we don't even have to have a form filled out or anything. He can just send us his number. GoHighLevel knows to automatically update that as his phone number field. And then if we ask him, hey John, what's a good email to reach at? And he sends it in the DMs, it'll also update his email under the email column here. So basically it'll capture leads information from a conversation that you have on Facebook Messenger and Instagram DMs, which is really cool. So now that you know all the physical lead captures, the ways that we're actually getting the names, emails, and phone numbers, we can go over some of the actual methods that GoHighLevel uses to help us capture those leads and get them to those forms, to our calendar, to our DMs in the first place. The first place we can do that is going to be under the contacts tab here. In GoHighLevel, you can import contacts by clicking this button and uploading an Excel file. When you do that, you can import names, emails, and phone numbers. Maybe you have a list that you scraped off of Outscraper, or you paid somebody on Fiverr to scrape you a list of leads. You can then import them into HighLevel, so you can get the leads that way. But then you can use the contacts tab here to do bulk actions, so you can select all of your leads. So I'm going to select all 7,000 of them here. And then we could send them all a bulk text message. Be careful, make sure they've opted in to receive text messages if you're sending bulk text, or else you can get in trouble for that. But bulk email is legal to do cold, so if they haven't opted in, you can still email people. So you can send bulk emails by clicking here and setting up your email, and setting up the email you want to send right inside of here. And another cool thing to mention that doesn't necessarily get you direct leads, but you can send Google review requests. Let's say all these leads in here were previous customers. You can send a bulk Google review request, so it'll send them all a request to leave you a Google review on your Google business profile, which in return will help you get a lot more Google reviews, which will help you rank higher on Google, ultimately getting you more leads in the future. The next feature that'll ultimately help us capture and nurture leads is going to be under automations. We can automate a ton of different things inside of our business. Ultimately, the best way to use this is when you've captured a lead through a form, a calendar booking, maybe you're messaging them on Facebook and Instagram. You can automate the follow-up that follows up through text with them, email with them, and you can create workflows, or what they're called in the GoHighLevel world. But these are all examples of templates that GoHighLevel has available that'll automatically follow up with your new leads. Recipe Fast 5 is a good one. It sends a text, an email, and it makes a phone call to the client within the first 5 minutes of capturing the lead. And so this is more on the lead nurture side, but it helps a ton because you can capture leads all day, but if you can't convert them into clients, then it's all for naught. The next great way to capture leads inside of HighLevel are through the funnel and website builders. We can create funnels just like this one right here with a headline, with a subheadline, with a video maybe explaining our products and services or our offer. When they click access course, it pops up with a pop-up and asks for their full name, email, and phone number to access whatever we were talking about in the video. So this is an example of a funnel. It talks about a very specific offer in your business, and it'll just help nurture people if you put this in your bio on your Instagram account or your TikTok or your Facebook, or if you're running ads to this funnel. It's a great way to tell a story, nurture people, and ultimately get them to fill out this form here with their information. And once you have their information, you can remarket to them through text automations, email automations, and ultimately get them to become a client of your business. And then we have our website builder where we can actually build full-blown websites, not just funnels with specific pages and offers, but a website that tells all about our business and everything that we offer. And you can see this example right here. This is a template from GoHighLevel's template library, but you can build full-blown websites that have navigation menus at the top that take people to different pages based on what they're looking for. And as I said before, this one was a template. You can click new websites and then you can do from templates. And there's over 1,000 website templates you can pick from inside of the GoHighLevel template library for different niches. So just a really cool way to tell a story, give more information about your business, and ultimately capture leads. All those lead captures I showed you before, the chat widget, the forms, the calendars can be embedded onto these websites. So anytime you capture a lead, that lead will be created inside of GoHighLevel, and then you can automate the follow-up to them. Another awesome way to capture leads is going to be under our membership section. We can create courses inside of HighLevel that we can give away as free lead magnets. So I'm going to show you really quick. You go to products, and this course I made, Winning with Ads, is a free course that I give away in return for somebody's name, email, and phone number. So in order for them to access this right here, they have to click to my link here. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the user end. But basically, they have to fill in their name, email, and phone number right here. Email, full name, phone number, and then they can get the offer for free. So you can give these away for free. In return for name, email, and phone number, you can combine this with social media posting. You can post reels and say, comment the word Facebook on my video, and I'll send you my free Facebook ads course. So it's just a really easy way to capture leads because they're getting something for free in return, which will also make sure that you actually get real emails, real full names, and phone numbers, because if they don't put in their real info, they're not going to get access to their login information. So people actually put in their real info in this, and just a great way to capture leads that you can eventually turn into clients of your business. and the course and all the video content inside the course will nurture them and ultimately get them to like you more, trust you more, and they'll be more likely to buy from you. And then also under memberships, you can create communities that are groups that people can join. This is what the inside of the communities look like. You can post announcements. You can have group chats here that people can message in. They can go to their learning section and they can see the courses that you give them access to. They can see all the other members in the course. There's a leaderboard section where people can track where they're at on the leaderboard and how engaged they are into the group. Just another great way to capture leads, because in order to access this, they have to put in their name, email, and phone number in order to get a login to come into this course. So you could use a free course inside of GoHighLevel as a lead magnet for your business. Next up under marketing is our social media planner. You can connect your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok all to GoHighLevel, and then you can make posts from inside of GoHighLevel and it'll post it out on all your platforms at once, and you can schedule it out. And so I'm going to go to create a new post, and then we can select our accounts. I just have a Facebook account, but if my other accounts were connected, they would show here, and I could select all of them. I could type out my post, add my photo or my video. It'll show a preview over here of all the different platforms and what they look like on different platforms. Then I can post it out, or I can schedule it to go on a certain date at a certain time. It'll post out on all platforms on that date at that time. This will ultimately help you post more organic content on all your social media platforms, which in return will get you more leads for your business, because people love free content. Whenever you're nurturing them with content, they're much more likely to come in, message you, and buy your products and services from your business. Next up is under reputation. You can also automate this process and send out a Google review request after somebody becomes a client of your business. More positive Google reviews will equate to more customers for your business, because as you get more positive Google reviews, Google Business will rank you higher on Google and more people will be able to find your business and get you more leads. So you can manage all your Google reviews, send Google review requests out, and do everything reputation related inside of your business right here in this reputation tab. And then under our sub account settings, if we go down here, we can go to conversation AI. This is an amazing feature, because in the past, we used to only be able to use automation to message, send text, and emails to our leads after we captured them. But now we can use AI that's more conversational, and it'll message back and forth with our leads for us on autopilot as if it were a human. And so we can configure this conversational AI here. We can set up the settings here, some of the basic things. We can train it. We can add in Q&A. We can scrape a website, and it'll train itself on all the data on the website. We can configure intents and say if we want it to book appointments, or if we just want it to be a general question and answer bot to answer questions for people. And we can connect this to a few different places, to our Facebook and Instagram DMs. We can connect it to our chat widget on our website, to our text messages, to our emails, to a lot of different places. If we use it with Facebook and Instagram, that's a great way to capture leads, because when somebody messages us cold as like a DM, we can initiate the bot that'll message back and forth, answer questions that the person has, and then ultimately book them in to our calendar. And so just an amazing way to capture leads for your business. Next up is this Facebook ads tab. You won't see this natively inside of GoHighLevel. This is a third-party company called UpHex. UpHex plugs into GoHighLevel. It looks just like this, and you can launch Facebook ads from inside of GoHighLevel. You don't have to use the Facebook ads manager. And they also just added in Google ads, so now you can run Google ads inside of UpHex as well. UpHex basic plan is $97 a month, and you get 3 sub accounts, and then it scales up from there in price. But basically, you can go in, click launch new campaign, and then click Facebook ads here. And then they have a bunch of Facebook ad templates that you can start running on Facebook to start capturing leads in different niches. So they have automotive, beauty. Let's just click automotive, for example, and we can check out some of the automotive Facebook templates they have. Here's a couple here. Here's a few more. They're already built out, the creatives and the copy that goes above them, and these have been tried and tested, and they convert really well. If you want to use different ones, you can add your own into the library here, and you can run your own ads through this, but you can set up a Facebook ad in literally 3 clicks. So we can just select this template right here, for example, and then it'll take us to where we can set up our lead form, set our daily budget. Let's say we want to spend $20 a day. We'll plug in our website right here. We'll do a certain mile radius around where we're located, where our sub account is located. So mine's in like Rigby, Idaho, so it would run a 10-mile radius around Rigby, Idaho. Then we can literally launch the campaign just like that. And then all the leads that you capture will start flowing directly into GoHighLevel under the contacts tab. Like I said before, you can then set up automation that'll automatically text them, email them as soon as their name, email, and phone number have been captured. So UpHex is a really great plugin for GoHighLevel if you're wanting to run paid Facebook and Google ads and start getting a lot of leads right away. I'll put a link down to UpHex down below where you can get a 14-day free trial if you want to try it out. As you can see from this video, GoHighLevel is an amazing tool to help you capture more leads for your business, nurture those leads, and ultimately turn them into paying clients of your business. If you haven't started using GoHighLevel yet, you can get a 30-day free trial down below with my affiliate link. If you sign up with that link, I'll jump on free Zoom calls with you twice a week. I'll give you over $10,000 worth of resources to help you grow your business or your agency, and I'll just be there for you if you need any help with your agency or business. You can also get my free website SaaS Masterclass down below if you're looking to start an agency. This is the best model to do it with, so check that out down below as well. I appreciate y'all watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.